Hello everyone, I am Ashima here and I am going to discuss on the topic power and the basis of power. So starting with the power, what is power? Power, it is the ability to get the things done. People with the power are able to influence others' behavior to achieve a goal or the objective. There is a need to make the distinction between the basis of power and the sources of the power. So today I am going to focus on the topic basis of power, starting with the first basic of power. So there is a first power, that is the legitimate power. This power is also known as the positional power. In this power, individuals have their own roles and a status within the organization. Legitimate power usually involves formal authority delegated to the holder of the position. For example, the president of the corporation has the power because of the office he holds in the corporation. Secondly, there is the informational power. We all we all are similar with the word information. Information means that some knowledgeable things or some valuable thing. So information power comes from the access to facts and the knowledge that others find useful or valuable something. That access can indicate relationship with others power holders and convey status that create a positive impression. Information power offers advantages in building credibility and the rational persuasion. For example, a project manager may have all the information for a specific project and will give her the information power. But it is very hard for a person to keep such information for a long time, and eventually this information will release one day. Next, there is the expert power. Expert means someone who has some specific skills. So expert power draws from the person's skills and the knowledge, especially potent when an organization has a high need for them. Expert power typically applies only in the specific area of a person's expertise and credibility. For example, if you are a lawyer and you works at a Wall Street lawsuit, right? And you have all the information about your customers and you file a case in the court about your and on the behalf of your customer. And suddenly your word processing site crashes and you loses all your information. So basically you are not losing the information, losing your client also, right? So you have searched everywhere that how can you recover your information, but suddenly a person came and he suggests you that this is the way you can recover this information. So who is the expert here? The person who suggests you that how can you recover this information. To whom you follows? Who follows whom here? So the person who works in a court, he's a lawyer, but he follows the person who suggests him, right? So here's the expert powers, means the persons who have some specific skills and the knowledge. So this fourth one is this referent power. Referent power comes from the ability of individuals to attract others and build loyalty. It is based on the personality and the interpersonal skills of the power holder. A person may admire because of a specific person trait such as the charisma or likability. These positive feelings become the basis for the interpersonal influence. For example, Kyle is a production manager of a big consumer electronics firm and has a strong relationship with his subordinate that comes from a positive attitude, strong knowledge, or the field. Since Kyle took the job, the company product figures have been increased. So the company is planning to give her the promotion. So so company gave her the opportunity that he is the next CEO of the company, as she is giving the bet as she is helping the company to increase the its budget, and it's also increasing its goodwill and everything. If she keeps delivering such thing, the company will always give her the better result that she can expect from the company. Next, there is a reward and reward power. Reward means if someone perform his best in his field, he or she will get something from the another person. So reward powers come from the ability to confer value and the material rewards or create other positive incentive. It refers to the degree to which the individual can provide external motivation to others through benefits or gifts. Reward power is of two types. Like we have two types of rewards. One is intangible and one is tangible. The tangible one are that we can touch, and the intangible one are that we can only feel. Like if someone is getting promotion, right, there will be increase in the pay, so this will be included in the tangible thing because he is getting extra money now. Earlier, if he was earning $25 per hour, with his promotion he is now earning $30 per hour. So it's a tangible reward. And if the person is getting intangible reward, that is, if he is performing best in his job, he's getting extra time off. So he will get extra time off. Just he this will increase his happiness, and this is the extra time off. That is the example of the intangible reward system. And the last one is coercive power. Coercive power, it is the threat and the application of sanction and other negative consequences. These can include direct punishment or with the withholding or desired resources of the reward. Coercive power relies on the fear to induce the compliance. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yuhan. The concept I'm going to talk is the positive and negative consequence of power. Power distinguished itself as an effective tool in coordinating and promoting friendly relationships, solving conflicts, and enhancing performance. Power and consequence are often closely related. The basic principle is that a person with power has the ability to create consequence for the target person, who takes this consequence into account when they are deciding whether to comply with a request or refuse it. In fact, we can see and succumb to power, which means that power has both negative and positive effects on cooperation and coordination issues. Power is a critical resource for organization actors. Possessing power means that a person is able to influence others more easily and perform his job more effectively and unite the organization to achieve common goals. In promoting the coordination of member relations, power also has a positive side. Power can be regarded as an effective theory of coordination and interaction and makes the cooperative members from a relative stable relationship. Members can use power to decide who will carry out what activities, coordinate the implementation of these tasks, and manage conflicts between them. The positive role of power is considered to be benefit to the effective coordination of exchange relations. The distribution of power also becomes accepted over time. On the other hand, power has its dark sides. For example, powerful members try to control the resource of weaker members and limit their ability to take advantage of new opportunities. Trust, mutual understanding, and satisfaction are the most important factors in a good cooperative relationship. Sometimes power is the opposite of trust. Power asymmetry can lead to instability and more conflicts, and it is considered to be detrimental to maintaining the relationship between members. A very common attribute of power is that the owner of power has the ability to force other members to obey through some kind of treat or punishment. The basic deal is do what I say and I will hurt you in some way. Then the person is faced with the choice of obedience or the consequence of being powerful. Thank you.
Let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Gleb Federok and I live in Langley. I will be talking about social networks and social network analysis, or SNA for short. Social network analysis can be defined as a distinctive set of methods used for mapping, measuring, and analyzing the social relationships between people, groups, and organizations. Social networks are a very important part of organizations. They are also extremely helpful when you're looking for a job. As an example from the textbook in Chapter 12, If you are interested in being hired by Procter & Gamble, you might look into your social networks for help. A research conducted in 2008 by Hansen found that 85% to 95% of all jobs are never formally advertised, but those positions are filled through social networks. I have personal experience with this myself. The company I work for now never advertised their open position. My close friend had actually informed me that they had an opening and asked if I was interested in it. Now, these networks serve three important functions, and they are to deliver private information, to allow individuals to gain access to diverse skill sets, and to help create power for the individual or the organization. Sometimes it's both at once. Now, on social network analysis. S&A is a systematic effort to understand and look at the structure of social relationships in a group. The purpose of S&A is to uncover the informal connections between people within the organization. A little bit of history about it now. S&A dates back to 1934 when Joseph Morano introduced the tools of sociometry. With the introduction of computers, S&A has been made possible on large networks. Conducting S&A can either be done directly or indirectly. The indirect way is to analyze emails between people or observe a group to see which employee interacts with each other and who approaches who and for what reasons. A non-intrusive method is to look at the project structure of billable hours to see which employees work together regularly, or simply look at the work schedules that are given out to the employees to see who constantly works together. Now, the direct approach to S&A is to do a survey questionnaire with employees directly. However, this direct approach is likely to be more targeted, and some people may see it as an unwanted intrusion. When all the data is collected, S&A software is used to create maps for analysis. These maps draw oncoming and outgoing arrows between people to show the number of ties coming into a person and the number of ties leaving to other people. There are three key roles in social networks. They are central connectors. These are the people who are linked to the highest amount of people through their social networks. Following them, we have the boundary spanners. Now, these are the people who are connecting one network to another within the company or even organization. A perfect example of this would be a general manager at a dealership. Because he's connected with the sales department, he's connected with the parts department, and the service department. As for the third key role, it's peripheral specialists. They have special expertise that can be drawn upon even though they often work independently of the group. Social networks serve to promote collaboration, improve new product development, and respond to emergencies or unusual circumstances quickly. You have a greater number of people to call when you need something, which makes you less dependent on any one person and gives you more power.
My name is Rajveer Singh, and today I will be covering Chapter 12 on the roles of ethics and a national culture. The role of ethics plays a huge role from a business standpoint, because with a lack of ethics, we tend not to take control of our power, and it can result in negatively impacting the company and resulting in poor decision making. As you can see here, the managers are abusing their powers and are bullying the employees. They're also taking advantage of them. This is due from a lack of ethical behavior. Power comes with cultural dimensions, which consist of power distance, which is the extent to which power is distributed equally in society. Your power distance, high or low, is determined by your position in the hierarchy. Here we have countries in high power and in low power distance. In high power distance, leaders don't ask for opinions on decision-making rules and tend to make the rules and decision-making on their own. Whereas low power distance means that the leaders take engagement and communicate with active people and take criticism and apply to their country. And to sum it all up, Power can be easily abused and can create ethical dilemma without the proper learning of our ethical behavior. Thank you.